obscur trouble de rature courbera les fleurs. Clair obscur pavillon peinture trouvera sans air.
All right, y'all. So, major news came out late at night. Uh, I'm on the West Coast, so it came out pretty late at night. But everyone's talking about these updates, or more so, these inklings that we're getting about what's going to happen in season 3. So let's go through it together. I've gandered at them a bit, but I haven't really dug in deep to kind of see what's going on. So I thought, I'd do this on stream, and then we'll do a quick session on Tekken, because right now I kind of want to focus on Resident Evil Requiem, which, by the way, is a great game if you guys haven't had a chance to play it yet. But it's very difficult. I mean, at least that's been my experience. Anyways, let's get to the bread and butter. So thank you for the tremendous response to the Season 3 trailer revealed at the Tekken World Tour 2025 Global Finals. Since its release, we have received many messages of excitement and anticipation, but at the same time, we have also seen some interpretations and speculation that differ from the intentions of the development team. Ahead of the scheduled March 17th, release of version 3.0, we would like to provide accurate information about the update's content and direction. Therefore, we are sharing the details once again. I think they're saying this because a lot of folks heard about Back to Basics, and the interpretation I think a lot of folks had was that, oh, we're reverting the system back to previous Tekken. So I think they had to come out and say something, because after the backlash of Season 2, I don't think they wanted to create a situation where if the changes were not sufficient enough, people would, say something. So I think this is them trying to anticipate the problem. So this tells me two things. It tells me that there are changes, but that they're very concerned about backlash. And because they're so concerned about backlash, they are going to be playing it very safe. However, they made so many... I mean, I said this in previous streams. In Season 2, they created problems that weren't there. So they created more... they were in a good spot going into Season 2. But now, because of Season 2, they created so many problems that it's going to take them a while to get out of it. But I don't know if this is the right approach. It's a safe approach. But also, how long has it been since we've had any balance changes? I feel like it was... late summer, no? No, let me know if you know the exact date. Alright, let's move on. Okay, so they're launching the Tekken Dev feedback portal. These terms... Okay, so this post provides additional clarification regarding the intent behind the Season 3 battle, balance, policy terms, refined balance, and back to basics. These terms do not denote a return to earlier Tekken battle systems. Okay. It's kind of what I figured. A lot of folks were thinking that it might be like a return to Tekken 7, Tekken 6. Nah, they're going to stay within the Tekken 8 kind of meta. Nor do they imply drastic, comprehensive changes introduced in a single update. So what they're telling you here is that don't expect something like Season 2, like patch 2.0, where everything was just overhauled. In line with the current Tekken 8 battle systems, Season 3 focuses on refining areas where outcomes tended to be extreme, establishing conditions in which decision-making and tactical judgment can operate more consistently. Okay, that's good that they recognize that. Refined balance and back to basics aren't final goals. They're simply principles that help guide the team in evaluating issues and deciding how to adjust the game moving forward. Okay. I mean, they said the same about defense in Season 2. Accordingly, Season 3 does not guarantee dramatic immediate shifts. Yeah, it's reiterating kind of what I just mentioned. such as substantially strengthening defense or substantially weakening offense in ways that diverge from the intended gameplay philosophy of Tekken 8. Below are examples of adjustments included in version 3.0, the starting point for the Season 3 balance updates. Okay, this is huge. This is actually very good. It's a very good system change that I think is very needed at this point in time. So they're removing wall splat during heat smash hit. Jin can't get away with that nonsense anymore of his full screen heat smash splatting you at the wall. That's great. Claudio, he threatens you so much at the wall with, he can do sidestep 4. He has the low heat smash, and then that homing move that splats. So it'll make it a lot easier to deal with Claudio too, which is great. Whoring, it's funny that they mentioned Whoring. Whoring is another one that I struggle with his heat smash. Also Law. So this is great. Let's actually take a look at what the video looks like, but let me finish reading this. Up to Season 2, heat smashes yielded disproportionately high reward. Yeah, everyone's been saying that. Often limiting the defending side's viable responses. To mitigate these extreme cases, Season 3 removes the wall splat effect triggered by heat smash on hit. Okay, let's see what it looks like. Okay, that's great. That's great. Yeah, because big damage combos, and again, I think the main issue with heat smashes splatting is that you get it's such low risk, high reward, right? So this will mitigate it, because a lot of the times you end up, if you get taken to the wall, they use a heat smash on you. It's very easy to lose in 2 interactions. Maybe, I don't know about 1, but it's very easy to get, lose it, to essentially die by 2 tap, right? So that's great. Also, Heihachi is going to be nerfed by that. Heihachi at the wall, and I know it's by design, but man, that heat smash into all of that damage that would lead up to all of the rest of those other moves that would lead up to 100 damage. Too much. So that's great. That's really good. That's a really good step in the right direction. Okay, example 2, revision of character-specific power-up states and heat. So they're talking about installs here. Up to Season 2, if the activation of heat also granted a character-specific power-up state, so the Starburst. It will, in the case of Claudio, the power-up remained active even after heat ended, which is just terrible game design in general to do that. Because also, you have to think about it, not everyone has an install. So certain characters really had a leg up in terms of maintaining their offense the whole time. This enabled players to continue applying strong pressure, yeah, exactly, derived from the power-up beyond the duration of heat. And heat is already kind of an install, like a universal install, I guess you could say. So it just made dealing with characters whose mantra was already to, pressure you become really insufferable. So in Season 3, character-specific power-up states will now conclude at the same time heat ends. Alright, let's take a look at this. So they're using the example of Claudio here, and he's going to do the yeehaw. And it bound him, so he could go into combo. Now that doesn't exist anymore. That's great. Another big step. Another step in the right direction. That's great. So that's going to help a lot in terms of mitigating a lot of the one-sided offense or the one-sided gameplay that's existed. So that's great. 2, they gave us some red meat there for us to kind of latch onto, which is great. Let's keep reading, and then I'll kind of give my final thoughts at the end. In addition to the system level adjustments outlined above, version 3 will also include balance changes to individual character moves. Great. They're scheduled for publication on Tuesday, March 17th. Balance adjustments will not end with version 3.0. Rather, updates will continue on an ongoing basis. Large scale... This is where I'm worried. Large scale abrupt changes carry a risk of an intentional distortion to the battle environment. That's what y'all did in Season 2. Why not, if you already know what the player base wants, what the majority of the player base wants, right? In addition to all of the feedback that you've gotten, and all of the majority of content creators are pretty spot on with certain things in terms of what's busted in the game. So they have all of this information. I don't know why they just... I mean, I understand why they're not, because they're worried about Season 2 repeating itself, but I think it's very clear what they need to do. It's just restore Tekken to a point where there's not as much hand-holding, not as much options that cover a lot of options, and really balance the game, right? Anyways, I digress. Therefore, adjustments will be implemented gradually and continuously in alignment with a defined policy direction, including in conjunction with the introduction of new characters. Okay, so it looks like they're going to go slow and steady. This sucks because we've been waiting for a long time for the game to be balanced, and what this tells me is we're going to probably have to wait till, like, you know, patch 3.08 for us to finally get to a good spot. But again, I don't want to be a doomer. But that's kind of what it's selling right now, right? Okay, so the development feedback portal, it's going to be a Discord server in contrast to Twitter or X. Submitted reports will be shared within the official Discord server. Okay, well, at least there's still somewhere to give them feedback. Okay, let's see. Rank match. To ensure fairness and appropriate distribution of player skill within the new balanced environment, we will implement our rank reset along with several system revisions. That's good. I'm not the biggest fan of the reset, but I will be frank in saying that there is a lot of rank inflation, and this might be a better way to... I personally wouldn't mind going back to Tekken King, or... Well, I mean, with my two mains, I'm going to be going back to Tekken King because I got GOD with them, but... I wouldn't mind going back to Violet ranks if it means that I'm going to be paired with people that are of equal skill level, and I'll just reclimb with that same group of people, right? While the pros and the really good players, they're going to be able to just skyrocket back to God. At the start of Season 3, each character's rank will be recalculated based on the player's highest achieved rank during Season 2. This enables Season 3 to begin with rankings that more accurately reflect... Sorry, guys. The revised battle environment. In addition, special titles will be awarded based... Oh, cool. So they're going to have those placards like they did in at the beginning of Season 2 where it said your rank in Season 1. That's cool. Rank point system visualization and adjustments. The post-match display will now present a clear breakdown of rank point gains and losses. Previously, only the total value was shown. By making bonuses and deductions more transparent, we aim to improve player understanding and perceived fairness. Okay, that's something. Adjustments will also be made to promote bonuses, win streak bonuses, additional rematch victory points. Okay, that's great. It'll solve the one and done problem. However, this is what I will say. If the person it has a laggy connection. If the person is lag switching, if the person is, just doing untasteful things, so to speak, which would merit, not rematching them, then do you lose that? I don't think you get it. I don't think you would lose any points. I think you just get extra points if you rematch, which is good. That's good. But I do wonder, though. I mean, no, that's actually a pretty good... that's striking a pretty good balance, because why would you rematch someone if they're lag switching or lagging, right? Okay, so demotion criteria, ensuring that player progress and challenges are evaluated appropriately. They didn't address cheating, because cheating is definitely a thing. there are a lot of people using scripts. I've caught a couple in ranked. So that's a little disappointing. Hopefully they address that. Because all of these changes would be great, but if people are still cheating, then the game is still gonna be difficult to play online, which is where a lot of people play, right? Matchmaking logic improvements. Okay, this will be good. Matchmaking will be refined to reduce pairings between players of significantly differing skill levels. Okay, that's good. Ranking logic for secondary characters and rank-based matchmaking restrictions will also be reviewed to improve fairness while maintaining reasonable matchmaking times. Okay, that's good. I have made this argument too where... Ooh, sorry. I guess I didn't sleep good enough. This is good because I've argued that it makes no sense for me. Like, I have like around 360k prowess, 365k prowess, because I have 2 of my characters up at God. But when I was climbing with AK, I always found it incredibly unfair for me having 350 or whatever it was at that time, fighting against someone who's like at 230 or 240. So fighting someone who's barely making that climb for the first time against, you know, me who's already made that climb, it's not, in my opinion, I don't think that's fair. And with how the game is right now, where it's so volatile, the way I view it is that, like, we need to keep players around. I don't want to be, you know, because of the difference in skill level, I don't want to make someone want to quit the game, or I don't want to frustrate someone, right? Why not just match them with someone of their same level? And vice versa, too. I shouldn't be fighting, you know, a God 4 on their 30th side character. So I think it'd probably be more difficult because, yeah, the player base is shrinking. To find someone that's, you know, has 2 characters at GOD, let's find someone who also has 2 characters at GOD, but there's got to be a way to balance it better. Because, again, I'm worried about player retention in the long run. And I do think going into ranked, where I think a lot of people play ranked, but also it's like, that's where I've learned the most, is in ranked. And I don't want that mode that kind of keeps this game viable outside of like going to tournaments and outside of, I don't think anyone plays a story mode or Tekken Ball. Or not that many play it probably, but I just think it needs to be more balanced and fair so that people can continue to feel that growth and see that growth in their gameplay by fighting people of the same or similar skill level, instead of having to, you know, log in a ranked and then you end up fighting a God 5 on their 34th side character, right? It's going to become frustrating. So that's good, but I hope they improve it in that manner. All right, so what do I think about all of this? I'm optimistic because these 2 changes are very good. The removing wall splat from Heat Smash is huge. That's going to really... I'm already thinking about Jin, how much it's going to improve fighting against him, against Law, against Heihachi, against Claudio, against Warang. All of these characters that, like, their their Heat Smash would lead to, like, just ridiculous pressure when you're already kind of forced, especially like against Woe and against Claudio, where you have to guess and you're kind of guessing for your life at the wall. So I think this is great. I don't think they should interact with like floor blasts either, or breaking the floor. So I'm a little concerned that's not here. I hope they take it that step too. They take it there too, but either way, this is a really good first step. Now, in terms of the Starburst, or the install dissipating after heat is done, I think that's great too. I mean, in general, to be honest with you, I would kind of just get rid of all installs, but that's just me. Because not every character has them, but this is probably just coming from someone who doesn't have any installs. Like, AK doesn't have one. Lee doesn't have one, so I don't know the joys of them. But I guess it's a step in the right direction, right? My worry about this is that, similar to Season 2, they showed us some positive stuff in their Tekken talks, and then all of a sudden we started seeing all of these like overpowered offensive moves and tactics. So I'm worried that they may be showing us these two things specifically because these are the two things that I think there's universal consensus around, like, yo, this is good. And they're waiting to and when we review the patch notes, or maybe we get another news release like this, and then it's announced, and then we start seeing, you know, he made homing moves that are like +9 on block. So that's my worry. However, I think we just have to wait and see what the patch notes say. The other thing too is this methodology that they're taking of doing the changes incrementally kind of worries me too. Because again, like I mentioned, the last time we got balance, like a balance adjustment, I think was in the summer. It's already February. That's 6 months. And I understand what they're trying to do by being cautious because they don't want to disrupt things the way that Season 2 disrupted things. But as I mentioned earlier, they created so many problems with Season 2. Not saying Season 1 was perfect, but Season 1 had a lot more because the game was still relatively fresh, and they already got enough data, I believe, at the end of Season 1 to understand, okay, this is what needs to be corrected, this is what needs to be fixed. They created so many issues with Season 2, and now I think they have a lot of feedback too from the community that has been telling them these are the issues: the offense, the plus frames, the options that cover too many options, heat consumption, heat regeneration, heat smashes. All of these things, all of these issues have already been made aware. They've already been made aware of, right? So it worries me that they're taking such a long time to do this because they've lied to us before, right? Who's to say that this isn't the same, we're going to fall for the same trap, right? In Season 3. Again, I don't want to be a doomer, but I'm also being kind of cautiously optimistic and just realistic about stuff, right? So it makes me worry that we might not have a game that is functioning at the level where the majority of the community is happy or content or in a place where people are like, yo, this is Tekken, until maybe the end of the season, or maybe Season 4, or maybe ultimately Tekken 9, right? But again, I'll be real and frank with y'all. I'm already in too deep with this game. I've invested a lot of hours. I've invested a lot of time. And I frankly, even despite its flaws, I do really enjoy the game. And I'll put an asterisk by enjoy, because I'll be honest with you. These last couple of months have been really difficult to like stay engaged in the game. And what's really kind of kept me moving forward is trying to improve and focusing on things that will transcend system balance changes. So movement, KBD, some like defensive knowledge, wave dashing, those kinds of things. But in terms of like getting excited to play ranked, that excitement isn't really there anymore. It's hard for me to play ranked. It's hard for me to even play quick match at times, because the game puts you under such duress, and it's such a necessary duress. And I don't want that feeling to persist, because even if I keep playing, which I'll be real with you, I probably will, you have to think about the long-term health of the game and about the casual. I know people always talk trash about casuals and, you know, player, but like, folks got lives, folks got families, folks got jobs, right? I don't expect everyone to be a lab monster and, you know, dedicate themselves and put in so many X hours into the game, but we need players to play this game to keep it alive. So I'm feeling cautiously optimistic. These are two very good welcome changes, but they need to push forward. And I think we just have to wait. I have a feeling they're going to release something else in the coming weeks, because we got about, what, 3 weeks till the 17th? I have a feeling they'll release more stuff, more information, and then we'll kind of get a better idea. But the one message I would say to the community is just, you know, give them an opportunity, but also be cautiously optimistic, right? This makes it very clear that this is not going to be an overhaul. This is not going to be an immediate change. They are going to take their time, and it's good at least that they're letting you know that, so that we don't end up in a position where we're like, yo, what the heck, right? So let's give them a chance. Like I said, for myself, like speaking for myself, I'm probably going to keep playing this, and Roger Jr. coming back is already enough to kind of hook me. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. All right, let's play a little bit of Tekken, and then I'm going to take a little bit of a break, and then we're going to play some Resident Evil 9 later, hopefully finish the game today. But yeah, let me know how you feel about this. I'm happy that they put something out there, and I appreciate their honesty in terms of saying what they're going to do in terms of the rollout. But I am concerned. I am very concerned, and I think most content creators have kind of echoed the same sentiments. All right. Let's fire up Tekken. Sorry, y'all. Let me fix this screen resolution. I guess I can't change my screen resolution. Whatever, it's fine. It looks fine. Oh, man. I think everyone is just kind of in a holding pattern, just waiting to see how the game actually turns out. But I don't know, speaking for myself, I'm tired. I just want the game to be functioning at a level where it's fun again. And more so the growth part of it is, like, the part of grinding it is fun. Because, man, Season 1 was a lot of fun at the beginning. And maybe it was just because I viewed it through rose-colored glasses, but a lot of that luster has kind of fallen off. Let's change it up. I've been using that outfit too much. But yeah, let me know how y'all feel about the patch notes. Not the patch notes, my bad. The update that just came out. Oh dang, I'm not gonna hop in a ranked right away. Let me just do a couple quick matches and then we'll do a short rank session today. Yo, still looking for a bit, still at work. Just looking for. Oh no, all good, Bam. Did you see the new the new update? It's not an update, but they released kind of like a roadmap, an additional roadmap for changes that they're making in season 3. Sorry about the screen resolution. I'm trying to figure that out right now. Yeah, I saw the changes, but what we'll get from me is that they're still talking about gradually changing things, and I'm like, what if, yeah, exactly. Bam, correct me if I'm wrong, but weren't the last balance changes like in August? I feel like prior to, like, I think around Fakrum Realm's release is the last like patch that we got. Sorry, all my screen is acting weird.
For the next battle.
Going somewhere?
Round 1. Fight.
Yeah, but they had no problem extremely. Yeah, exactly. They mentioned that they didn't want to do it because they were worried about changing the battle environment. And I think the rush. I should have mentioned this earlier when I was looking at the notes on stream, but I remember they said at the end of that final balance patch in like August or something that they were going to stop making changes to respect like all of the tournaments, right? But then that I also thought like, all right, well, it's fair. It just means season 3, like the season 3 update is going to be pretty significant, and that's why they're holding out. But now that they're kind of like saying what they're saying now, I'm concerned. I appreciate their honesty in terms of, you know, being honest about their rollout and how they're going to do it. But them getting rid of heat smashes, doing wall splats is a huge step in the right direction.
Isn't it past your bedtime?
Also, the nerf to installs is really good. I would just get rid of those dang things, but I know some characters are kind of not dependent, but their identity's kind of built around it, so I understand.
Round 1. Fight.
Ooh, nice whip punish. But yeah, man, I just want this game to be fun again. Oh, shouldn't have fallen for that.
Round 2. Fight.
By the way, how does the audio sound? Yesterday I streamed Requiem and I had some audio issues. In general, yesterday was just, man. Yesterday I was just testing the stream 24/7 just to make sure it would work, because I don't know if I told you, Bam, but certain games were crashing my computer. So I had to run like a full like diagnostic on the PC. I had to like reinstall drivers. I had my PC plugged into a one of those surge protector things to make sure that if the power goes out, I still have time to shut down the PC. I had a lot of things in there, like plugged in there, and I read that having too many things plugged into that can put a strain on your power supply unit and make the GPU crash under load. So I fixed that. Really evaluated what I needed to have plugged in and what I didn't. And then lastly, I even went as far as like taking out the graphics card, cleaning it, taking all of the dust that I could out of there. Nice. And finally we got it resolved, at least from what I noticed, because we were able to play Requiem for a full like 3-hour session and the computer didn't crash. So
Going somewhere?
we're in a good spot so far.
Round one.
I feel like I'm rambling today. Might be away from the controller. You good? Cool. This guy's Nina's pretty good. Bam, by the way, have you played Requiem at all? Oh no, my bad. I know you said you weren't gonna be able to get it for a while. It's pretty good, man. Just it is hard. But I think they nailed it with like the design in terms of having Grace play like the traditional RE style. It feels when you play with Grace, it definitely feels like you're playing like RE7 or RE8, and then with Leon it feels like you're playing RE4 and RE5. Launch and punish. Yeah, that was gonna hit me grounded anyway.
Round three. Fight.
Nice. By the way, I was able to finally like install some gamer fingers that I've had for a while into my Hitbox Ultra. Man, these buttons deserve the reputation they have. These are really nice. I don't have to, because the combos that it came with are actually pretty good buttons. But they do feel a little mushy. And I'm finding that with the gamer fingers, nice. With the gamer fingers, I don't have to press as hard and I still get the input.
Past your bedtime?
I'll keep fighting this Nina. This Nina's good. Aw, come on. You know what? I should kind of study how to, because her pokes are so good. And it was really her mids that were trapping me. I should have just stepped to the right. But let's find out for sure.
Fight.
I can duck that, right? Yep. Also, I could have sidestepped up parry, right? Yeah. So in the neutral, might want to do that. Let's see what else. Here is where I was getting... I mean, I parried out of it, but there's better options than parrying. I could have probably stepped. Let's see. Yeah. So after her DF1, sidestep right. Damn, but her poking is so good. No, but you could step all of that. Okay, this one I need to really lab this because I always get caught by this. It's the what's it called? Can opener. They're -5 after that. Throw a counter hit in there. Alright. Let's keep going.
Get ready for the next battle.
I'll do a video later on, because I've been wanting to review the Hitbox Ultra. Highly recommend the controller if you play leverless. But in the video I could kind of show how to use other buttons. Although I don't think my method is like the best. I need to ultimately probably solder the buttons on there. But for right now it's working. I don't have any missed inputs, at least from what I could tell. I'm still using the combo extensions though, so I still have a couple of combos in my Ultra. Yeah, screw it, we're just playing a real quick match.
Get ready for the next
Yoshi. Cool. After this, I'm gonna fix this screen issue because it's really bugging me. Because I can tell on YouTube, it's super stretched out. So let me fight this Yoshi, and then I might... The screen may go black for a little bit, but it's just because I'm trying to fix this. Also looks like the stream is starting to like drop some frames. That was dangerous. Yoshi's usually like to flash after that. He's gonna flash. Oh no.
Round 2. Fight.
Yeah. So I need to start with something that's like 12 frames. Oh, nice mix-up.
Fight.
Really solid flowcharts. Really? I thought 4-4-2 would have beat it out. Let's look at this guy's stats. Probably like really good flow charts. Probably like 90 offense. He moved around pretty well too. Yeah, pretty good Yoshi. Oh, come on, dude. It's quick match. Yeah, I shouldn't have fallen for that. I knew it too. Why'd I fall into that? Yoshi players are usually trying to trick you and set you up with something, so you shouldn't take the bait. It's a great way to start the round too, since it's just 13 frames. Can't be whiffing like that. I need to be better at reacting to that low, because it's super slow. It's like 25 frames or something like that. Need to duck that. You need to block that. Oh, nice. Just step left, dude. You don't even have to eat that mix-up. Ah. Nice. TF2 after... I don't know how plus he is there. Nice. Punish that. Ah. Good option. Just stay down, let him do his thing. Got him. Of course he's a mess. Got him. Alright, let me try to fix this. The screen may go black for a little bit, guys, but it's just because I want to fix this issue. Sorry, Yoshi. Just bear with me. I appreciate that he's being patient. Yo, this is nonsense. Why is it not? Sorry, y'all. I don't know why it's doing this. I think that might be the best I can do for right now.
Round 2. Fight.
I could probably step and duck my to cover the low hand option. You can beat optic by stepping.
Round 3. Fight. Round 4. Fight.
Oh wow, we went for optic. Okay. I knew it. Why'd I do it? Okay, I know what to do for you next time.
Fight.
Wow, I need to lab that. I'm pretty sure sidestep with the left, duck would be both options. Yeah, you can't let Yoshi start hopping around like this and getting stuck. Because they will just run you over. They have a lot of those things. Run them over like they try to run you over. Good. Don't do that. GG's. Alright, y'all, I'm going to end the stream right here because I want to figure out what's going on with my screen. Also, looks like the Twitch has been having some issues. Sorry, Schmugs. Good stuff, though, man. Very, very good Yoshi player. Let me figure this out, guys, and I might start a stream in a little bit. All right.